and welcome to our midwinter production of A Midsummer Night's Dream by the Dartmouth Mechanicals.
We are so happy to have you all here with us tonight. We have packed a very fun and very gut-wrenching, heartbreaking show for you. Please reserve your judgment. This is the story of my life, actually. So find me after the show if you have anything to say about it.
Throughout this production, we've been asking ourselves, what is love? I think that's a very central question to this plot, and I would like you all to think about that on your way while watching this show. I think in this experience, it's been a tumultuous but altogether amazing experience. All of our cast members and crew have been putting in the effort almost every single day this term to make this happen, and it's been wonderful. So I want everyone here to enjoy and appreciate all the work that's put in.
Yes. Think about love, jealousy, reason, but don't get your heart broken. At the end of the day, this is all a dream, and we sleep and start a new day. So thank you for sharing this afternoon with us. Suspend your disbelief, indulge in the fun and gesture-like behavior, tomfoolery, all that jazz. And before we start, we have a little ask.
We do have a secret little tool that will help us later.
That will come, yes.
If we have a volunteer in the front row.
Someone very brave. We won't let anything bad happen to you.
Brave right there, good sir.
And if it does, we are sorry. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hold on to it with your dear life, okay?
Protect it.
Protect
Don't lose
it
it.
until you don't have to.
I shall.
Thank you.
All right, now leave yourselves to sleep, the chance to dream.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. Oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
For days will quickly steep themselves in night, for nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing the injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be, Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy, with bracelets of thy hair, rings, knacks, gauds, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment and hearted youth. With cunning thou hast filled my daughter's heart, and earned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And be it so, she will not consent to marry him before your grace. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in such a case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do beseech your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I do entreat your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere will I yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander yield thy crazed title to my certain right. You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful, Lysander! It's true he has my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
My lord, I am as derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortune is as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius is. And, which is above all these boasts can be, I am beloved of the beauteous Hermia. Why then should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius, all avouched on my head, made love to Nader's daughter Helena. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes with idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life.
I know, my love. Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
She liked for want of rain, which I could well between them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Either it was different blood.
Oh, cross, too high, be enthralled to low.
Or else misgraft in respective years.
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or, if there were a sympathy in choice, a war, death, sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a shadow, short as a dream, brief as the lightning in a colleague night that, in a spleen, unfolds both heaven and earth. And ere a man hath power enough to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. Hermia, may I marry thee? And where we can go without the sharp peril of the Athenian law. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and I will stay for thee in the wood, a league without the town.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by all that knitteth souls and prospers loves, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Oh, call you me fair? Oh, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
Not about your beauty! Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more will see my face. Lysander and myself will flee this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell that he hath turned my heaven to a hell.
Helena, to you our minds we will unfold. A place where Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, liquid pearl, decking the bladed grass. A time that lovers' flights doth still conceal. Through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Lysander, we must starve our eyes of lovers' food till morrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu! As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought of as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so, and he will not know it all, but he do know, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form, and dignity, love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when some hail that heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man they got fit through all Athens to play an eye to it before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Very. Our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Very good piece of work, I assure you, and merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Master, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready! Name one outline for proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
Oh, a lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performance. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest.
Okay, so
But my chief humour is for a tyrant. Look, the raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus Car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the play. Well, this is Ercles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover's is more, condolent.
What? You must take Thisbe on you.
Oh, what is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must loves.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Well, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe.
Ah, Pyramus! My lady! No, you can play no part for Pyramus and you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor, you must take Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, you Pyramus's father, myself, Thisbe's father, and Snug the Joiner. Snug the Joiner. Yeah. You the lion's part. And here, I hope, is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Roar! Let me play the lion too. I'll roar that it'll do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
What? I grant you, masters, if you were to fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I'll roar you into any nightingale.
You can play no part for Pyramus. Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as you shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I'll undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will undertake it either in your straw-coloured beard, your orange...
Here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, no, and upon them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace what a mile without the town. There will be rehearsed, for if we meet within the city, we shall be dogged with company on our devices known. I pray you, fail me not.
But we will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough, hold or cut both ways.
Spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through brush, through fire, over park, over pale, through flood, through briar. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. I must seek some dewdrops here, hang a pearl in every cowslips ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirit. I'll be gone. My queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within sight, for Oberon is passing fells in wrath, because the queen as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. But jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train to chase the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do square that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the corn, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you, or sweet puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck, are not you he?
Thou speakst all right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. Sometimes for 3-foot stool she mistaketh me, then I slip from her and down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. Then the whole choir hold their hips in loft, and wax in their mirth and knees and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence, I have forsworn his bedding company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the seat of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest stoop of India, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon. Your buskinged mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded. You come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus? For shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I thy love to Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill and dale and forest or mead, or on the beach at margin of the Sing to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But thou, with thy brawls, hast disturbed our sport. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him, nor carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that fermentic diseases do abound. And thorough this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old time's thin and icy crown an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, the childling autumn, the angry winter change their wonted liveries, and now the mazed world knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and originals.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. Fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of mine order, and in the spiced Indian air by nightfall often hath she gossiped by my side, sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up the boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
Well, how long in this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall try downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest that very time I saw him, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all alarmed, a certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. And I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon. But marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wounds, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this herb, that herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb. Be thou here again, and it will buy continually.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion or bear, on wolf or bull, on meddling monkey or a busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. If who comes here, I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, enwoed within this wood, because I cannot meet fair Hermia. Therefore, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power but to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest terms, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, the more I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look upon thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourselves into the hands of one that does love you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase, the dove pursues the griffin, the mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not say thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Oh, fine! In the temple, in the field, in the town, you do me mischief! Fine, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex! We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I will follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight, and there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love with the disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effective with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love, and look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
watch.
Thou seest, for now dost wait. Do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, or cat, or bear, pard, or boar with bristled hair. In thine eye that shall appear when thou awakest. It is thy dear wake, when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you fain with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. But will rest us, gentle Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, one troth.
But, gentle friend, in love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty. Such separation may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer, say I, and thus end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep grant all his good rest.
And hath that wish the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none. On whose eyes might I approve this flower's force and stirring love? Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised thee, Athenian maid. And there the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Oh, pretty soul, she durst not lie near this. Lack love, kill courtesy. Churl, upon thine eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Stay, don't outkill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay on my peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so my eyes are ofter washed than hers. No, I am ugly as a bear. The beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. Oh, what wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? But who is here? Lysander! On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood. No wound, Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire for thy sweet sake! Transparent Helena, nature shows thy art, for through thy bosom I see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord? What though yet Hermia still loves you? Then be content.
Content? With Hermia? No, I can repent the tedious hours with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena do I love. Would thou not change a raven for a dove? A man of goodwill is by reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. So things are not ripe until their season. I, being young, was ripe not yet to reason. And so, now, with all my nature and skill, reason becomes the marshal of my will, and leads with your eyes where I overlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at at your hands did I deserve this scorn. It's not enough. It is not enough, young man, that I never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well. Perforce, I must confess I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused!
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. And as men are hated of those they did leave, are hated most of those they did deceive, my surfeit and my heresy are hated most of all, but most by me. Therefore, address my powers, my love and might, to honor Helena, and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at its cruel prey. Lysander? What removed? Lysander! Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of our loves, I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This screen plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tyrant house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in God shield us a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there isn't a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore our prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
Nay, but he must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would request you, or I would desire you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. Yeah? If you think I come hither as a lion, it were a pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are, and there and plainly may he name his name and tell them that he is
a lion.
Snag the joint.
Well, it shall be so, but there is two hard things. That is to bring moonlight into the chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar. A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Okay, so it's a leap year.
Okay.
Carry the 7, and also it's today's a Thursday, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't shine that night!
Well, then may we leave the casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lantern and a bush of thorns and say he comes to disfigure or present the person of moonshine. Stupid idea. Now there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story to talk through the chink of a wall.
But
Yes.
you can never just bring in a wall.
Well,
What say you, Bottom?
But some man or other must present wall. Oh, and let him have some loam, or some plaster, or some rough cast about him to signify war. And let him hold his fingers thus, yeah, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe, yeah, whisper.
That may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queens? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, if I see cause. Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers. Oh, Thisbe, the flowers of odious.
Odors.
What?
Odors. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's definitely odors. I wrote it. It's odors. I
Odors. Thisbe, the flowers of odious. Sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe, dear. But hark! A voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear exit Pyramus.
No. Stranger Pyramus than airplane here!
Oh, must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you? For you must understand he goes but to see a noise he has heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus.
This is to make an ass of me. If they could, yeah, but I will not serve in this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here and I will sing, that they shall hear that I'm not afraid. The ousel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel now wakes me? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again.
The finch, the sparrow.
Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, as is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, company nowadays, the more the worse, some honest neighbours will not make them friends, eh? Nay, I think on occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wisdom enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt stay, whether thou wilt or no. In the spirit of no common rate, summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on me, and they shall pluck thee jewels from the deep, and sing, while thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mustard seed. Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, honey bags, steal from the humble thieves and for night tapers, crop their rocks and thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed, to arise. Not cheese.
Hail, mortal!
Hello.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
With that, we're going to go into a brief intermission. We're going to have about 10 minutes where you can get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, whatever you want. But the chaos deepens in our plays part 2. So. I wonder if Titania be awake, then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must stoke on in extremity. What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that were the red Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, whom Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An axe's knoll I pitched on his head, anon his Thisbe must the answer read. And so forth my mimic comes when they him spy, so at his sight away his fellows fly. And at our stamp here o'er one falls, he murder cries and out from Athens calls. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When at that moment so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian maiden by his side, that when he wakes by force, she must be eyed.
Now, stand close, this is that same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
What? Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but shy, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, kill me too! The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon the whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the center creep and so displease her brother's noontide with Antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look. So dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the hearts with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
Out! Go out, car! Thou drives thee past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou killed him then? Henceforth, be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! May not a worm and adder do so much?
You spend your passions on a misapprised mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray you, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege, never again to see me more, and from that hated refuge part I so see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt, bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay. If fur is tender here, I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true. About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here, I'll charm as I against you do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow!
Flower of this purple dye, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky, or whatever. If thou wakest by, beg her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Well, stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. When I vow, I weep. And vows so bored, in their nativity all truth appears.
Oh, you do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, how devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. These vows to Hermia and me put into scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show thy lips. Those kissing cherries tempting grows that pure congealed white. High Taurus' snows fanned with the eastern wind turns to a crow when thou holds up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and what now, both rivals to mock Helena? Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but must you join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so.
Demetrius, you are unkind. For you, I love Hermia. This you know, I know. And I love you with all my heart. So, in Hermia's love, do I yield you up my part? And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till death.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guestwise sojourned. And now to Helen, is its home returns there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found mine ear, I think it brought me to thy sound, but why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love that pressed to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who mourn gilds the night, and all yon fiery O's and eyes of life. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have joined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me in this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, these sisters' vows, that was it all forgot? All school days friendship, childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles both created one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one piece in our hands. Our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporated. And so we grouped together like to a double cherry, union-hearted with yet a union in partition. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with in sporting your poor friend? It's not friendly. It is not friendly.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and my face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Oh, wherefore he speaks of her he hates? Wherefore doth thou, Lysander, deny your love so rich within a soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What, though I not be so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
Oh, I do. Persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths at each other when I turn my back. Yeah, wink at each other. Hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well parried, shall be chronicle. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay! Gentle Helen, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul. Fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear that which I would lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where's your gentleness?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr. Let loose, vile thing, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you!
Demetrius, I will have my word with thee.
Lysander, I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I strike her? Hurt her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia, aren't you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was ever while. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why, then you left me. Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life. And never did I ever want to see thee more. Therefore, beyond of hope, of question, of doubt, 'tis certain, 'tis no jest, there is nothing truer, that I do hate thee. And love Helena.
You juggler. You canker blossom, you thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine! Have you no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fine! Fine! Oh, you counterfeit, you puppet!
Puppet! Why so? That way goes the game. Now, I perceive she hath made compare between our statues. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? How low am I? I am not so low, but that my nails can reach unto that.
Let her not strike me! You may perhaps think that because she is something lower than myself. Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that in love unto Demetrius I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you. For love I followed him, but he hath spurned me since and threatened to strike me, to kill me. So you will let me quiet go. To Athens will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get ye gone! Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What? With Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Aww.
Now she holds me not. Follow, if thou darest, to try who's right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow! Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheat by Joel.
You, mistress. All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not that.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands are quicker than mine for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakes or else commits thine knavery willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me that I should know the man by the Athenian garments had he on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, for I have anointed an Athenian's eyes, and so far glad, and I did so sort, for this there jangling I esteem a sport.
No. Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High therefore, Robin, overcast the night, with drooping fog as black as Acheron, the starry well can cover thou anon, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometimes frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, then sometimes rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look. Thou lead them thus, to lower their brows, death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs, and batty wings doth creep, then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall these lovers wend, with league whose date of death shall never end. Whiles I be in this affair to employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed I release from monsters' view, and all things be made peace.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared and failed in town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Oh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will see thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again, thou runaway, thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In the bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou look'st for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant! Come, thou child, he is defiled that draws a sword on thee!
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice! We'll try no manhood here!
I know where he calls and he dares me on. I follow him still, and yet he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I, for faster did I run, but faster did he fly. Now come and I in dark, uneven way. I will rest thou here until gentle day. For if I find thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
No! Coward! Why comest thou not?
Oh, abide me if thou darest! For well I wot thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou?
I am here!
Nay then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this deer, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from my own company.
Yet but 3! Come one more, 2 of both kinds makes up 4! Here she comes. Cursed and sad, Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew, and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy ample cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, thy gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb? Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so in her army fingers of the elms. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind this wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I then did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometime was wont to swell on the buds like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty Fluriet's eyes like tears that did their own disgrace away. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her a changeling boy, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him back to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, good Robin, take the scalp off this transformed Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, by Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how these visions came to pass! Oh, mine eyes do loathe his visions now.
Silence a while. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now, thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with all in jollity.
Fairy King, I attended mark. I do hear the morning alarm.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Now, since we have the voward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. A cry more tunable was never hallowed to, nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But, soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander, this Demetrius is this Helena, old Nader's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now.
Good morning, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, and so I will speak, and so I bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. It was our intent to be gone from Athens, where we might be without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have had enough. I beg the law upon their head. They would have stolen away Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I, and in fury followed them, fair Helen in fancy following me. But I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me but as the idle remembrance of a god which I did dote upon in childhood. And all my virtue, all the faith in my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, I betrothed ere I met Hermia, but like a sickness did I loathe this food. And in my health come to my natural taste, and now I wish it, live for it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit.
I love us.
And for the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned to clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake! Let's follow him. And by the way, let's recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I'll answer. God. My next is most fair Pyramus. Peter Quince. Float the bellows mender. Snap the tinker. Starling! God's my life. Stolen ensign left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Pass the way of man to say what dream it was. Man's but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. What methought I was that there's no man can tell what. Methought I was a, and methought I had. Man's but a patched fool if allowed to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of out of doubt. He is transported.
If he comes not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible.
Nay, he hath simply the greatest wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
He is the best person too, and he has a very paramour for his sweet voice.
You must say paragon. The paramour is, God bless us, the thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple with 2 or 3 ladies and lords married. Had our spark gone further, we'd all been made mad.
Sweet bully
Where be these lads? Where be these arts?
Almost courageous day! Almost happy hour!
Masters, I am about to discourse wonders, yet ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I'll tell you everything.
Oh, let us hear speak.
But not a word from me. All that I will say is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pomps. Every man look o'er his part, and meet presently at the palace for The long and the short of it is, our play is preferred! Let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not he who plays the lions pare down his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I can only imagine that they will say it is a sweet comedy. No more words, away. Go away!
Away!
Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy, rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the form of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks have strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, your royal walks, your boards, your beds.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have? How shall we wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate!
Here.
Say, what does Richmond have you for this evening? What masks, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of what your highness will see first.
The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. That have I told my love. The thrice 3 muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not starting with the nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Tedious and brief? Merry and tragical? That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
Play there is, my lord. Some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not 1 word apt, not 1 player fitted. Oh, and most tragical it is, my lord, for Pyramus there doth kill himself. Which, when I saw rehearsed, I must say, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears, the tears of laughter not shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men from Athens, but who've never toiled in their minds until now. And now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this play for your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world. Unless you take sport in their intent, extremely stretched, with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear this play. For never can anything be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I live not to see wretchedness or charged in duty in its service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such
He
thing.
says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
So may it please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. I used to think we come not to offend, but with goodwill to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here. that you should hear repent you. The actors are handed by their show. You shall know all that you are like to know.
Does not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. It is not enough to speak a moral, my lord, but to speak true.
Indeed, yet we don't understand like a child on a recorder.
Sound, but not government.
His speech is like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who's next?
Oh, shit.
Gentles! Perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall. That vile wall, which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper at the wind's like and wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine, for if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. And this grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with blade, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew. Thisbe, and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, ball, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion do speak.
No wonder, my lord, one lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, do present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, do whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so.
And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which our fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
O grim-looked night, O night with hue so black, O night which ever art when day is not. O night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is...
Forgot.
Yes, I have.
Forgot. I fear my Thisbe's promise.
Oh, I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall that stands between her father's ground and mine. O wall, O sweet and lovely. Show me thy chink to look through with mine eye. I thank thee, wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No, Thisbe do I see, a wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus
The wall, if being sensible, should curse again.
No, indeed, sir, he should not. This is Thisbe's cue, and she is to come in and spy me through the wall. You shall see it, it'll all fall out right as I tell you. Oh, yonder she comes.
Often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my sweet Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee. Ah!
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to see, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe.
My love thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
No Chaphorus to Procrus was so true.
As Chaphorus to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
And kiss the wall's hole, not your lips.
Ninny's tomb meet me straightway.
Time life, time death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus away wall doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
No. The best in this kind are its shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I once snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else in lion's dam. For if I were as lion were to come in strife into this place, 'twere a pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of a good conscience.
The lion.
I mean, the very best set of beasts, my lord, that e'er I saw.
The lion is a very fox for his valor.
True. And a goose for his discretion.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
You're doing great.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This put into the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
And he dares not come there from the candle. It's already in
It appears by this small light of discretion that he is in the way. But yet, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is that this lantern doth the horned represent myself, the man in the moon, this dog, my dog, this thorn bush, my thorn bush.
Yes!
Why only to be in the lantern,
We're showing up.
Proceed.
This is Ninny's Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
We'll run, Thisbe.
Not so, moon. For the moon shines with good grace.
Well moused, lion.
And then King Pyramus?
And so the lion vanished.
O moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for now thou shinest so bright that by thy gracious golden glittering gleams I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be, O dainty duck, O dear? Thy mantle good, what stained with blood, approach ye furies fell. O fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Quite pity the man.
O nature, wherefore didst thou lions frame, since lion wild hath here deflowered, my dear? Which is, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, or loved, or looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound. Out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus, aye, that left pap. I that left pack where heart doth hop. Thus die I. Thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Moon, yes. Now, die! 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 Die!
No, die! No die, but an ace for him. He is but one.
Not less than an ace, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover. And prove an ass.
Sunshine is gone before Thisbe comes back to find her lover.
She'll find him by starlight. Here comes Thisbe. Her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak!
Hello.
No! Speak! Quite dumb? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow gals.
to see an epilogue to of our company.
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when all the players are dead, there need none to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, and very notably discharged. But let your epilogue alone.
Bounce.
Oh, bounce, bounce,
bounce. Yeah.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable, gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, and the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, while the screech owl, screeching loud, sets the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, when the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite on the churchway path to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team in the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, our frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house gives glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite off as light as bird from pride. And sing this ditty after me. Sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three, ever true in loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, hair, lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity shall upon their children be. With this field to consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it bless, ever it shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend it, as I am an honest puck. If we have unearned luck, so to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
The Dartmouth Rhythm Mechanicals, thank you so much for being here today.